Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Sonic Blast for the Game Gear, which also got a Master System release elsewhere. And in this game, which is the last of the 8-bit Sonic 2D platformers, Sonic and Knuckles have settled their differences. Sonic is hanging out on Knuckles' island, Angel Island, when Robotnik/Eggman shows up, wanting to take the Chaos Emeralds once again for whatever world domination plot he has going on this time. As you can see, there's 3D pre-rendered graphics, kinda the whole Donkey Kong Country style deal for graphics as far as enemies, Sonic and Knuckles are concerned. This is 1996, when they were just about ready to stop support on the Game Gear. And you pretty much know what to expect. So as soon as we press the start button, we have a choice between Sonic the Hedgehog and Knuckles the Echidna. I have used a blue Knuckles avatar for years at this point. Who do you think I'm going to play as first? Yeah, I thought so. Let's knuck. And we start out in the first of 5 levels in the game, Green Hill Zone. 3 acts per level. We get to collect rings. We get to do things. Let's do this. Oh no. Anyway, might as well pause the game to show off the controls real quick. Left and right lets you move left and right. And if you hold left or right long enough, you will run. Down lets you duck down. And if you hold it for long enough, you'll look down. Holding up for long enough lets you look up. 1 and 2 let you jump. Holding down and pressing 1 or 2 repeatedly allows you to do the spin dash. And I will mention gliding when the time comes. You can do it as Knuckles. It is easy to do. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's take out a bug. Let's jump over a bridge to avoid the fish. There are also monkey enemies here, and if you run to the right fast enough, you will be able to go through the loop-de-loop and do things. And I can't seem to get up there. That's okay. And those are spikes. We're sailing past all of that. And by jumping into the treetops, you can look for rings. This monitor with the red arrow pointing down, that is your checkpoint. You want to utilize that, so that way in case you lose all your rings and die, or rather lose all your rings and get hit without any rings, you will go back to where you last went to a checkpoint as opposed to the beginning of the level, which is great. And I would like to go to the left here first real quick, but I am going to go to the right real quick too, because if you took the bottom path, you would have been able to go into the water. By going to the right here after you drop down, you'll be able to spin dash through the wall and get to a big ring. A big ring takes you to a bonus area where you have to collect 50 rings in order to collect a prize. In the first act of every zone, it is always going to be a 1-up. In the second act of every zone, it's going to be a Chaos Emerald. There are 5 Chaos Emeralds in the game, and if you collect them all, you get the good ending. The hardest part about doing these is getting the rings that are in midair. I mean, you just run forward, you collect all the rings that you can. And if you know what you're doing, you can easily get 50 rings. Through trial and error, it's pretty easy to get the timing down on grabbing the airborne rings. Also, the little blue things on the floor, those things are speed boosts. I usually try my best not to use those unless I absolutely have to. And there will be other things that will be in the way in these bonus areas later on. And since we've picked up more than 50 rings, we'll be able to get this 1-up. We have another knuck! And we go back to an earlier point in the stage, and I accidentally glided. I want to show that off eventually. In the meantime, I will go through this area a little more quickly. And I might as well just go ahead and talk about how to do that. pause the game. So, in order to climb onto a wall, you have to glide into it. To glide, you have to press the jump button while in midair and then hold it. If you let go of the button any time, you'll get out of your glide. While you're gliding, you can switch between left and right directions, and if you glide into a wall, you will latch onto it. Once you're latched onto a wall, you can use up and down to climb up and down the wall, and if you climb up to the top of a wall, Knuckles will automatically pull himself up, and you'll be able to continue from there. You can jump off of a wall while climbing on it too, I believe. You just have to press the jump button. So, yeah, that's how gliding works in this game. I thought I'd be showing that off in Act 2, but, well, I just now realized I'd have to climb up the wall there in order to get to the end. And here is the exit sign. We got a Knuckles. We got an extra life. Awesome. You can get different things off of the signs at the end that signify the goal. Then we get a time bonus and a score bonus, and then we go on to Act 2. We need to find the big ring, the ring portal, if you will, for Act 2. And there was a fist there. I'm surprised I avoided that. If you get hit during this game, you lose 10 rings as opposed to all of them. So you do have hit points in this game. I'm kind of indifferent to this, but it may be a bit too easy for some. And by going into this pipe, you'll be able to go over here. Now if I glide into this wall, jump up here, hit the monitor, we get another chance at knucking. We will get an extra life. Knuck. Verb. 1, to enjoy something. 2, to do echidna things. And we can just drop down here. We don't need to take the loop. And there's a spring. We don't need to walk into that in order to be pushed forward. And from here, we need to take the top route. And that's what happens when you get hit. Oh no. And we need to keep going over here. And I just had to be a little patient and a little slow to get through there. And take your time here to get to the second big ring. We need to get 50 rings, and we need to make sure that we get it. Otherwise, we can't get the Chaos Emerald. There's a speed booster. I'm avoiding it. That is a bumper. It just pushes you back if you walk into it. So don't walk into it. As I've mentioned before, getting the airborne rings is the hardest part, but with timing, you can just get just about every ring in this kind of situation. And wow, I really got all those rings. Nice. And we are going to get our 50 rings, so that way, when we approach the Chaos Emerald, Robotnik / Eggman, however, whatever you want to call him, won't show up to take it away. And we get the green Chaos Emerald. And we get a ring bonus as well for every ring we picked up on the way to the Chaos Emerald. And we are pushed back a little bit, and this time we are now taking the bottom route. So let's go ahead and take the bottom route here. And try not to do anything horribly foolish as we make our way to the end here. If you pick up 100 rings, you do get a bonus. You do get a bonus life. You do get an extra life. And that's an easy 10,000 points for your ring bonus at the end. And I don't necessarily need to do this, but I will go through here anyway. All roads will eventually lead to the end here, which is right here. Let's go ahead and get some extra rings just to be safe. And get an extra life again for some reason. Neat. We get a ring bonus, we get a time bonus, and we get that added to her score. I believe you can get lives off of points too, so keep that in mind. Act 3, the third act of every level will always have a boss. And if you know what to do, the bosses are pretty easy. So let's just run to the right. Get a bunch of rings. And I hit that for some reason. I don't know what that got me. I really don't know what that got me. Maybe it opens this up. I guess it opens this up because I've never seen this before. And there's some rings. But it's nice to know that's there. Anyway, we have plenty of hit points for our battle with Robotnik. When Eggman shoots the boomerang at you, be ready to jump into the visor that he is hiding behind. You'll get 2 passes per cycle here. And after 6 hits, he goes down. Punch, Knuckles! Punch! And we are done with Green Hill Zone, and we have the first Chaos Emerald. And now we are going to the Yellow Desert Zone, which is the second of 5 levels in Sonic Blast for the Game Gear. And we will tackle Yellow Desert Zone in the next video. So join me next time where we go through the Yellow Desert Zone. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!